swaps in a rivalry that might not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Got it in the middle. It's ball. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Just ran over him. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes a pass to Marker. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The RPO fired complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Swings it out to the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. There he goes. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's ball. Still on his feet. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To throw, it's Lagway. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's ball. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught close to the marker. It's Daniels. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Hauls it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Dura. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Now, and you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires to the right. Caught near the sideline. It's Brown. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got him in the flat. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his man, it's Ball. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Under fire. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ball. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Gators.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution. It's got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it. Look out, he's got room. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Back open in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback. But those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it. Just a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. LSU right back to the line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge, the freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Powers through the defender. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I tell you, it didn't matter the defense. They probably knew this was RPO. But at the end of the day, they couldn't stop it. This offense right now just being way too physical up front.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Here's a heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Van Buren. Caught near the sticks, it's Parker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He caught it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. Got a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and boy, can live with that kind of return every time. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team, don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quarterback adapting. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. Sometimes you hear people wanting to take kickoffs out of the game. Not when you get returns like that. 86 yards for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense is good. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. over the middle. It's Green. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Berry. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's Sturdivant. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw it. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the field goal unit is on the field. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it's good. The short field goal for the game. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.